Let's get more now from Strategy and Security Advisor Andy Mashaile. He joins us now via our video link. Andy, thank you so much for your time here in SABC News. Let's start off here. What do you make of the latest arrests, particularly when it comes to such an integral part in our country when it comes to crime intelligence?
This is a good move from the side of IDEC. This is also one of those desired outcomes of the people by the people of South Africa in terms of cleaning institutions that have to do with law enforcement. These are allegations at this point in time, and we are waiting for the processes, the court processes to unfold, leading to whether these senior officers are guilty or not. And obviously, we will assume them innocent until proven guilty. Crime intelligence has been an eyesore within the law enforcement space, particularly SAPS. Having the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption pouncing in on these senior members is a very serious cause of concern for the South African policing services, particularly the space of crime intelligence.
And Andy, you know, there is also another suspect in this matter who is the CFO who was also denied bail. It's understood that he's facing the same charges in a similar case. What does it say about the allegations being brought upon these suspects from crime intelligence?
It says that there are people who think that they own the processes. There are people who think that when they commit crime because they're wearing uniform as alleged, they will run away or do away with without any justice having it come through to them. Unfortunately, we are seeing karmic justice in play for the fact that an outside institution based in the NPA, the IDEC, this is where you see an improvement in the systems. I don't want to make an assumption or to be read as if I am suggesting that if it was within SAPS, these members would not have been arrested for the allegations as put forward. What I would want to draw to attention, Bali, is there was no way in which this thing could have been stopped because IDEC is not part and parcel of SAPS, which now makes a complete overall of the systemic weaknesses that we have witnessed compared to the previous system and how it was running.
And Andy, when it comes to what really is at the center of this court case, it relates to the hiring of, very strategic positions within crime intelligence. And some reports even saying that this particular case deals with somebody who doesn't have the necessary skills or the necessary qualification for a very integral position within crime intelligence. And when it comes to also the issues around the misuse of state funds, maybe deal with, this position we are told, by these reports, saying that, of course, there was a certain individual hired within crime intelligence but didn't have the necessary qualifications. How integral is that position in crime intelligence?
Mbali, the name of that brigadier is out in the public, Dineo Mokwele. And for one to be appointed a brigadier without experience is a problem. In that you have teams that you'd be giving instructions to, teams that you'd be leading within the field of policing, particularly crime intelligence. If you don't have experience, how are you going to lead the team, the colonels, the lieutenant colonels, the captains, and that process right until up to the investigating officers or the gatherers? You have a serious problem where you are saying to the people of this country and the government and the institution SAPS itself that it can go and fly. You will do as you wish and appoint any other person that you want to appoint in furtherance of your objectives. Those objectives, are they justice-based or are they personal or individual or as in this group collusional interest, it stands to play out before the court of law, given what is contained in the docket and the investigations by the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption.
And what makes these appointments problematic? As you touch on the issue around you will need to give instructions, to those under you, particularly when it comes to issues of investigation in the country.
Yeah, you can tell I'm drawing a deep breath. I am worried and disappointed in that those who are charged with their responsibility based on the police conduct that they have sworn allegiance to, those with their responsibility, senior management, are the ones who are sabotaging the success of this department, the South African Police Department. Remember that in the National Development Plan, Chapter 12 of the plan says, by 2030, Mbali, the people of this country should feel safe and they should actually be safe. This step does not suggest in any way or manner whatsoever that we will be able to achieve that goal as set forward by our government, having tasked the South African Police Service to can execute and actually ensure that it happens. So this is very serious. And I'm sure the National Commissioner and the national team will apply a different mindset in dealing with these issues from now henceforth.
All right, Andy, thank you so much for your time and for that insight. That's Andy Mashaile. He is the Strategy and Security Advisor there, giving us his insight in terms of what we are seeing within crime intelligence, and that follows the arrests of very high and senior officials. And at the same time, we now understand that matter set to get underway in August.